Shortcuts of the mind. What is the anchoring effect? The anchoring effect is a cognitive bias that causes us to rely heavily on the first information we receive about a topic. When we subsequently make a guess, we interpret newer information from the reference point of our anchor instead of perceiving it objectively. Shortcuts of the mind. What is the anchoring effect? Example. If someone shows us a more expensive car at a very high price and then shows us a cheaper car, we will perceive the price of the cheaper car more strongly because we judge it from the reference point anchor of the price of the more expensive car. The trick is based on this principle, where we are presented with a higher price first and then a lower price for the same item. Shortcuts of the mind. How is the anchoring effect created? Current science has two explanations for the anchoring effect. The first is the estimate and refine method, where we choose a reference point and move step by step from it. However, in that case, the reference point has a big impact on the result. This is true even if it is a seemingly unrelated number. For example, an experiment asked people how much they would be willing to give for a book that cost XY dollars, when instead of XY, they used actually the last two digits of their birth number. In a group where the first or last two digits were actually smaller, the average willingness to give money or the amount of money was smaller, and similarly in the group where the number was higher, people were willing to give more money. The second theory as to why the anchor effect exists is concept activation. We have different concepts in our mind, like running, dating, speaking with elder people, and their activation is subconscious, and the purpose is to influence our behavior so that we behave accordingly to our experience in a given situation and don't have to consciously think about it. For example, if the concept of hate is activated, when we ask about a very tall thing, like a mountain, and then ask about the height of another thing, the average number will be influenced by the first information and will be higher. Shortcuts of the mind, anchoring effect, what to watch out for. There is no escaping the anchoring effect, but we can be aware of it and adjust our decision making accordingly. According to research, it has been shown that if one tries to find the reason why the first information given is wrong, the effect of the anchoring effect is reduced. In general, we should try to get information from multiple sources if it is an important decision. Thus, if we are presented with the purchase of a house at a higher price and then a discount occurs, this may give the impression that it is a great deal. However, the sensible step is to then compare the price against comparable houses in the area to confirm that this is indeed a good deal, and that just doesn't boggle our mind. Shortcuts of the mind, the anchoring effect, how can we use it? Present the higher priced product first and then present the cheaper product, or lower the price. This achieves an enhancement of the subjective value and benefit of the offer. We present the price as an exact number, for example 9,897. People will create an axis inside their mind and then move from the reference point. If the number is rounded, as for example 10,000, the pieces or points on the axis are bigger and the jumps negotiation on price are more difficult because people would be requesting higher discounts. Our goal is to create an axis with a small pieces or small points in a person's mind, because the same distance on an axis will present a lower discount required, and therefore on average we will earn more money. Next, we can try to activate a subconscious concept like price in the person's mind and subsequently influence the perceived goodness or worth of the offer.